and it's looking so much better. Wood. That is pretty cool. A guy in his junk, and obviously we're not at the Willow project. Again, I didn't buy some 2x4s this week, but I did buy something else. I actually ended up buying some more property. So, take a walk with me. Let's check it out. So everything from that alley over there, all the way to this other side of the street here is mine. Got a cool little shack back there. That's kind of neat. We'll definitely check that out at the end of the video. Go through there and see kind of what's in there. Obviously the property hasn't been taken care of in quite some time, and the grass is definitely just a little bit overgrown. Looks like we got a bit of a sidewalk here, and it kind of ends. Unfortunately, I don't think there's anything underneath this dirt, but you can tell it's the old sidewalk. And kind of got the old brick sidewalk. I definitely enjoy that. And here's a look from the other side. And right in the middle of the property, we have a nice big dead tree with a bunch of stuff just kind of growing around it. Here's the outside of that little shack, just kind of in the corner of the property here, and kind of the front back view. All right, so today we're going to go ahead and take the riding lawnmower over here, and we're going to go ahead and level out all this property here. But before we do, I want to give a huge shout out to Chris, and thanks for letting me use his riding lawnmower and helping me get this yard leveled. So if you guys would, check out his YouTube channel
at Sports Infusion Podcast, if you like sports.
Yep, they'll talk about sports and stuff like that, so you guys would check his channel out and subscribe for me. So we'll go ahead and get started with all the wonderful mowing that we got to do. so far? Looking a lot better. A lot better. A little past, now we can even get to the shed. Or the shack. Ha ha ha. So I'm gonna take a small break, kind of let this cool down. She's working really hard, so I don't want to get her too hot. And I probably take a little sit down break as well. And then we shall continue, maybe get some sticks out of the way and continue this way. All right, so I'll get restarted here. I'm gonna start with going through, getting some of the branches out of the way, make sure I don't hit them with a lawnmower. I don't need to cause any damage on that thing. Also, don't forget to stick around. We'll be going through the shack here right at the end of the video. Well, I kind of shit out of luck here. Looks like I got a flat tire. So that guy over here helping me decided to show up, one of the neighbors, and he's just gonna finish it out for me for free. So I'll kind of let the camera keep going so you guys can watch him, and we'll give him a huge shout out at the end. So enjoy. sure I found the problem to the tire issue that we had there. That flat tire was nice. That's great. But pretty sure this is what I hit. Just a nice little fork sitting in the yard. But the yard is now complete though. And it's looking so much better. It is so nice to see all of this leveled out. Here's the look from the other way. Looking so much nicer. We still have some stuff standing up in the middle here. Some of the stuff is going to eventually have to come out, and obviously that big dead stuff and all those bushes there in the middle, that'll eventually will all come out. But for today, that looks a lot better, and hopefully it'll keep the mosquito population down in this area. And also a huge shout out to Mike. I could not have finished this yard without you. He showed up while I was mowing the yard and just asked if I would like some help, and of course I said yes. That was very awesome. He offered to do it for free and be neighborly about it because he see me working. He said he couldn't just watch me working, which was truly awesome. So huge shout out to Mike. I know he said he'd do it for free, but I still bought him a case of beer at the end of the day just for another big thank you. Without your mower, this would have not got done today. So if you guys are ready, we can check out that little shack. So we'll just take a quick little tour of the outside of it. Definitely old. Really, really cool. Definitely seen some better days. Here's the other side. Oh, just look at that old rotted wood. That is pretty cool. Broken window. A random cable running to the inside here. This is the old cable cord we used to have for cable. The other side. A really unique metal grate here. All right, check the inside out. This is really cool. Anybody need some buckets? I got buckets. Nice old wheelbarrow. I'll definitely put that to good use here. Some more of that cable coming on the inside. What's in there? Ooh. Looks like the old chimney. Now Mike has lived in this area for quite some time, so I kind of asked him a little bit about this property. This actually used to have an old stove in here, and at some point in time somebody robbed the stove out of here. Obviously the property's been vacant for some time, so I don't blame them. Well, stealing's not good, but still. It was vacant for a really long time. Nobody's watching out for the property, so some stuff has obviously disappeared. This place used to be owned by a railroad worker, and he said this is an old railroad house or some shack or something like that. So that's pretty interesting. Let's a better look at the ceiling here. Trying to get in there and see if you guys can see anything. That's pretty cool though. I'll open up the door here. Check out the other half. Ooh, there we go. That's pretty cool. Bunch of stuff left behind. Yeah. Look at that. This is cool. Don't mind the music, that's just the neighbors. Ooh, what do we have in here? Ah, look at that. Ooh, some gardening tools. Might be able to use that for something. Side here. Ooh, that's actually really nice. Huh. Little sprinkler. And who don't like fireworks? Heck yeah. I wonder how old those are. Wonder if I should let him. That's cool. Here we go. Shut that down. On the other side here. Yeah. It's a unique little shack. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, that's cool. Just an old BB gun. Ah, I like that. That's pretty unique. What else we got up there? Anything? Ooh, another one. Huh. We got two of them up there. Just another BB gun. And I think that's it up there. Just some more old piping, stove piping up there. So I think that's it. So there you have it. There's the end of the little video. Just fixing up the property here. I'm definitely glad I brought this. Excuse me. Definitely glad I bought this place. Cool little rifles, BB guns. Sorry. But yeah, that's the end of it. Again, huge shout out to Chris for letting me use a mower. Sorry about the tire. I guess I definitely owe you a tire. Another good thanks out to Mike for the help mowing. Really, I could not have done this without you guys. And please, if you guys would, go to Chris's channel and check out and subscribe for me. He helped me out, and that was really awesome. I'll put the link in the description for his channel. And yeah, I'm gonna call that it for today. Go home, take a shower, get cleaned up, and hope to catch you guys on the next video. Thanks.